And today I'm going to have a little rant, yeah, because literally I've just come back from a boat trip, an amazing boat trip, met some really lovely people, had a really good time. And when we got back on the bus, it all kicked off a little bit. And I'm just a little bit agitated about what happened. So let me just talk you through it. Anyway, so we've gone on this boat trip, yeah, and we're all being picked up on this bus. Now the bus is pretty small. Now there's this group of 5 women that have jumped on the bus. Yeah, 5 women. They've jumped on the bus. This is a very small bus. Yeah, and there's other people to pick up. They have spread themselves throughout the bus. Now they haven't sat together, nothing. And I said to my husband, I said, "Oh, there's more people getting on, isn't there? Like they've spread themselves out a little bit thin." But I thought, do you know what? When people get on the bus, maybe they'll move around, move and sit together, so that the people that get on the bus can sit, with their people. But no, that didn't happen. So anyway, so the other people have got on. Everyone's had to squeeze on, squeeze next to them, all that sort of thing. Pardon me. Yeah. So anyway, so that was kind of fine. I mean, it wasn't fine, really. It was a little bit rude, but that was kind of fine. We get to the boat, we have a good time, we enjoy the cruise and everything, and we get back on the bus. Yeah. So we've met this other family, which were just like amazing, really, really, really fun people. Their kids were so funny and so well behaved. Yeah. So anyway, so we get back to the bus. We get back to the bus, and we're the first ones to get back to the bus. Now I've got this huge rubber dinghy. Remember I said that I was going to bring the rubber dinghy because I cannot swim. Yeah. So I brought this rubber dinghy, and there was only one place for it. So we sat exactly where we sat before and just put it back in the thing. The other lady, she's got kids and all that sort of thing. So she's just sat down. Anyway, when these 5 ladies get back on the bus, they're like, "Oh, they're in my seats. They're in our seats. They're in our seats." Yeah. So the lady didn't really say anything to them. She left it, it wasn't really a thing. And then they kept going on. They kept going on. So she was like, "Listen, I don't think it's assigned seating. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's a seat." And then the other woman's like, "Oh no, oh no. Wherever we've gone, we've always sat back in the same seats, which is absolute rubbish." Yeah, absolute rubbish. We actually we've been on an excursion before with these same women. And when we went on the excursion, we were on the bus all day. It took us from here, there, and everywhere. And yes, we sat back in the same seats because we had our stuff there. We had bags, we had things in the seat that made sense. This bus was just taking us straight to the boat and then taking us back. So there was no assigned seating or anything like that. But I thought to myself, well, wait a minute, love. If do you know what I mean? Like the entitlement was just ridiculous. And she kept saying to the other woman who had all the children and everything that she felt entitled to cut. That's why she got to the boat. That's why she got to the bus quicker, because she felt entitled or some rubbish like that. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, if they had sat in a more sort of like what do you call it, more considerate way, then maybe everyone would sat in the same place that they sat before. Because they spread themselves out of the bus, now everyone's got to wait for them. They were the last ones back on the bus, by the way, so now everyone has to wait for them to come back so then everyone can sit down. No, honey, that's not how it works. Do you know what I mean? It's a very small bus, very small bus. So anyway, so going back to, let's get back to the argument. So anyway, so she's like, "Oh, well, why is the child sitting on the chair? Why don't you put the child on the lap?" Honey, honey, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why don't you put the child on the lap? Why didn't you and your people sit together? Why did you spread yourself out? Why is it okay for you to spread yourself out on a boat that's very, very small, knowing that we are picking up other people? Me and my husband were the first people to be picked up. They were the second, yeah? So it is obvious that there are more people to get on this bus. But they decided that they were going to spread themselves out, yeah? And now everyone must wait for them to come back to the bus so that everyone can sit in the exact same seat. I mean, hello? Like, really? So anyway, this woman has like really started. So now, the other one, I was very, very, very glad that she piped up, because let me tell you, my lips were tingling. Yeah, tingling. My husband was about to sort of go, "Listen, ladies, everyone's got a seat. It's all right." But I just touched him and I said, "Don't get involved, because if you get involved, I'm gonna get involved. And if I get involved, yeah, it's all gonna kick off." Yeah. So then he went quiet. I swear to God, my husband is squeezing my hand throughout this journey because the women did not stop. Yeah, they did not stop. Let me tell you, yeah, right. This other lady has children with her. And when I say children, yeah, like little children with her. And they are starting an argument on the bus with this woman. In the end, the woman had to say something, yeah. And I was like, yes, girl, you let them know. But she was very classy about it. Let me tell you, a lot classier than I would have been, trust and believe. Yeah, probably because she had children there and she has a lot more decorum than those women. But let me tell you, I was not happy at all. I was shaking in my seat and my husband was just like, don't get involved, don't get involved, don't get involved, don't get involved. I was just like, really? Like, do you know what I mean? And then they start speaking in a completely different language, yeah, and like laughing and giggling. And they're obviously talking about that woman in front of her children. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just ridiculous. But I tell you what, the best thing was is at the end, when they were leaving, because I told the kids, you can take my rubber thing because we have no more, but we do have a boat trip, but not one that you're going to be jumping into the sea. So I said, you know, guys, I'll keep it behind here because it is quite a small bus, and then when you leave, I'll give it to you and stuff. So me and my husband, we jumped up. We said, oh, we had such a good time with you. Just sort of ignored those women. Good time with you, and oh, thanks so much. And I gave the kids their thing, and we said bye, and that we just sort of like kept it this way. The woman was so determined to keep the argument on that she's almost inserted herself in between our goodbyes. And she's like, you were very rude. You were very rude. And I was thinking, wait a minute, love. She was not rude. She was classy as hell. And you are lucky that it wasn't me that you were dealing with. Yeah, right. Because let me tell you, it would be a whole nother story if she was dealing with me. I was thinking, oh no, entitlement. She kept saying entitlement. I thought, love, the fact that you and your 5 friends came on the bus, yeah, and decided that you were not going to sit together and spread yourself out on the bus, yeah, does not entitle you to that seat when you get back on the bus. Like, what a madness. And the funny thing is that this lady was the last person, her and her children were the last people to get on the bus. So they were obviously going to be the first people to get off the bus. What's your problem? You can spread out afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is your problem? And you want to start in front of the kids and everything. Like, seriously, I don't like that. I don't like those sort of things. I don't like that kind of, that is entitlement as far as I'm concerned. That is the kind of entitlement that I can't deal with. I don't like that. That really put like a bad taste in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? And then on the way, after the lady got off, I was just like silent. Do you know what I mean? Like before, we were like talking and stuff, and I was just silent because I thought to myself, you don't want me to speak. Like, you don't want me to speak. And they could tell as well that I did not find their behavior great. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they didn't speak to me either. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. And then when it was time to go, my husband's he's a very nice man. Do you know what I mean? So he was like, oh, see you ladies. Bye. Do you know what I mean? Because I thought, I don't like that. Don't start in front of children. Do you know what I mean? You've got a problem. If you have a problem, then have a problem. But don't start in front of children. Like, that is just not the way. I didn't like that. Sorry, I had to jump on and say something because I was like, when I was on the bus, I was so ready to jump in. But the fact that she was so classy about the way she told this woman about herself. Yeah, I just thought, you know what? She's kept it classy. Let me keep it classy and let me not say anything. Do you know what I mean? But I was, let me tell you, I was on the edge of my seat, honey. And especially when she jumped in and she was like, oh, you're rude. And the woman was like, I wasn't rude. I was just saying facts. Do you know what I mean? And the child that she was sitting with, yeah, was special needs. And it was very obvious that the child was special needs when she got on the bus. So how are you telling her, oh, you must pick up the child and put the child on your lap? No, 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 no. Or no, and as well, she said, oh, the child wasn't sitting there. What do you mean the child wasn't sitting there? So what, you want to put the child next to some stranger? Like, listen, lady, like, Okay, so let me just breathe. Let me just breathe because I suppose it wasn't my beef. I just didn't like what happened. And the fact that we had just made friends with these people, I was just like literally, I was having like palpitate. I wanted to get involved so badly, but my husband was just like squeezing my hand to say, please don't, because those women got on after us and we would have continued the argument all the way back to their hotel. So anyway, yeah, so that is what happened on the end of our boat trip. But I've got another thing to say. I've got another rant. Yeah, just one more before I leave. Look at my shorts. Look at my shorts. Can you see what the problem is? Ha. Can you see it? Look. Now this is supposed to be folded over like that, and it's supposed to be um like sewn. Yeah. Let me tell you what happened to these 14.99 H&M last minute shorts that I brought, which I was not happy about because I know I could have got the same suit from Shein, yeah, for a lot cheaper. So lesson learned. Yeah, just make sure you order your right size, and then you won't have to run to H&M and spend an absolute fortune on some rubbish shorts. I've walked into my room, yeah, and I've looked down at my leg and I've seen this giant spider thing on my leg. So I've lost it. I'm like screaming, I'm running around, this thing's following me all over the place. I'm running, I'm screaming. When I calm myself down and look, it's string from this. It's actually string that is pulled out from this. So I've had to pull it and clack it away. And look what's happened to my shorts. They're absolutely ruined now. Look at them. Like, even if I was to iron these in place, they're always going to do this. They're always going to do this. So I've just spent $14.99 for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So listen, that is a lesson learned. Yeah. Right. Shein, the quality sometimes can be a little up and down, but you know, if you follow this show, then I'll always steer you right on the correct things to get from Shein. Yeah. And let me just quickly put in this. I have been given a affiliate code. So if you haven't shopped with Shein before and you are feeling, oh, maybe I want to shop with Shein, then just type this into the top bar when you join Shein. You type in DNA D4, DNA D4, DNA D4, honey, DNA D4, DNA D4. Yes. So if you do that and you are new to Shein, you will receive 30% off, a guaranteed 30% off your first order. And you will also be introduced to loads of different other things on Shein up to the discount of 90% off. Yes, up to, not everything, up to. I just want to make that clear. Yeah, I just want to make that clear. So yeah, I'm a little bummed about it because I did like these shorts. They were very nice, but now they just look ridiculous, don't they? Like they're like balloons now. They're coming down. They're not hitting in the way that I would want to wear. So I can't really wear these anymore. So I'm not happy about that. And also my skin is still. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get closer. Yeah, you can see that. It's called prickly heat, apparently. So it's a heat rash, but everyone's calling it prickly heat. And yeah, it's not as easy to get rid of as you think. I've had it now for I think 3 days, and it's been very, 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 very painful. It's actually worse here. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, but apart from that, honey, everything is going bloody brilliantly. Everything is going very well. Apart from that, I mean, that was just something that just really sort of like really upset me, you know. When I got back here, I had my coffee and my cigarette. Sorry, I've never said that on the show before, but I do smoke. I am a smoker. So I had my coffee and my cigarette, and I'm sitting there, and I was just having a rant to my husband as I'm having my cigarette, drinking my coffee, saying, "Oh no, that was wrong. That was so wrong what happened." And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get up and speak about it because I need to get this off my chest, honey. Yeah. So I just, that just upset me. I don't like that. I don't like it when people argue around children. Do you know what I mean? And start stuff, especially when you want to call people entitled when you are being the ones who are entitled. Okay, so let me just address a little something, yeah? Yeah, panda eyes. You know that I'm going to have panda eyes. But let me just quickly address something. I see that you are seeing this. Yes, you are, aren't you? Well, this, honey, is the real me. It is. For the first time, I think you've ever seen me on this show. I've just got my hair in like a little bun here, just a little bun. Because we went on the boat trip, I thought to myself, do you know what? I don't want to wear my wig. I don't want to put on a scarf and it's all going to get wet and like drip on me and stuff. So I thought, girl, your hair is fine. It can go in a ponytail, so you can just rock your hair. So yes. And I was thinking as well, because you know, I'm not mad at the hair, although it is doing some crazy stuff right now. Although I'm not mad at the hair. So I was thinking, okay, when it gets really hot in England, I'm probably just going to have my own hair for a little bit, just like this in twists, in a little ponytail or anything, stuff like that. And I think it looks pretty cute. I had my earrings on earlier, like big, nice earrings. Anyway, there is a video of that coming out. There will be, but this is just a rant. This is just like me not being happy with a situation, and my shorts as well. Like literally, I wasn't gonna. I was thinking, should I jump on and moan and rant? Because I've never done that before. I've never gone online to have a rant and a moan before. But then when I looked down and I saw that my shorts had done what they'd done, I thought, oh no, honey, no, no, no. Now I've got two things to rant about. So I had to come on and have a little rant about that. I literally can't believe it. Like $14.99 these were. I paid over £50. So I got two of these. I got this one in a black, and then I also got one in a God, this. Oh, I've been bitten. I've been bitten all over the place. Let me tell you. Yeah. Sorry, this prickly heat is very, very itchy. I know I mustn't scratch it, but it's not a real scratch. It's like a little. Do you know what I mean? Like a tender sort of stroke and scratch sort of thing that I do here. But yeah. So I just wanted to come on and say that. So anyway, yeah. So I got these and a khaki pair with a shirt, and it cost me over 50 quid. You know, and I wasn't too happy about that. So the fact that these have actually just fallen apart from nowhere, and everything I brought from Shein is perfectly intact, fabulous. Do you know what I mean? I've even hand washed a few things because I managed to get something on them, and I was able to hand wash it, and it all worked out brilliantly. I've got this from H&M. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. The quality is not that much different. Like even some things are better quality on Shein. Like let me tell you, yeah, the Shein, I don't know what was say. The people of Shein, I was going to say, the company of Shein or Shenila, whatever, they're doing it right now. They understand that they have people like me vlogging, you know, maybe not like me, maybe not like me, people that, you know, have more, you know, whatever, but they know that people are doing this now. And when they do it, they try on the clothes and they critique it and they tell you, you know, what the quality is, whether it's good or whether it's bad. And I think that they've really taken that on board, because I'm not happy with these. Like literally, I want to take them back and say, listen, honey, I brought these just before I went on holiday and they're already destroyed and no one did anything, you know. But anyway, I need to stop ranting. I need to stop ranting because I am actually having a marvelous time. I am. I promise you, I'm having a great time. But I had to come on and say something because, you know, I felt like, you know, when you feel like you should have said something, you know, when you feel like you should have stepped in. But I thought I didn't want to make the situation worse than it already is. The kids already had gone super silent when it all happened. And you know what that means. You know, they start feeling scared. They start feeling worried. Oh, my God, is this going to turn into a fight? These women, they're quite aggressive. And they were quite aggressive in their demeanor as well, the way they were finger pointing and all that sort of thing, you know. And standing up in their seat and pointing and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, no, honey. But I thought if I jumped in, yeah, it would have been, because she kept it classy. Yeah. And if I jumped in, there would have been no class, honey. There would have been no class. Yeah. I would have tried to sit her bumbleclot self down. Yeah. And shut her bumbleclot mouth. That's what I would have said. Yeah. That's exactly what I would have said. Sit your ass down because you are the one who is entitled. Yeah. You are the one who is entitled. Sit down. Yeah, these people are getting off in 10 minutes, and then you can spread your little nasty self around the bus. You know what I mean? Like you can do that. Oh, I keep saying I'm going to stop ranting, but it's just going around in my head. It's just going around in my head. You know, like there have been times where, you know, things have irked me, and I've seen that someone is with a child, and I've just had to like swallow it. Do you know what I mean? Like swallow it, because it's not nice. It's not nice when someone comes at you when you're with your children, because number one, you can't really defend yourself in the way you want to defend yourself, because you don't want to scare your children. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like a bully kind of thing. It's like you can't do anything, and they know you can't do anything because you've got your kids with you. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting because I've been ranting for over 20 minutes now, and I know that I can I know that I can talk. What? Ooh, I know that I can talk a lot. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just had to come on, rant about that, rant about these H&M. Yeah, listen, DNA D4. Yeah, get yourself some Shein. Yeah, get yourself some Shein, because at the end of the day, if I was to spend what I'm thinking it would probably have cost me something like $8.99, $14.99 for the set. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have been too upset about it, sort of like breaking, you know. But when I pay only $14.99, and don't get me wrong, I know that $14.99 is not expensive, but it is way more expensive than getting it from Shein, you know. So I feel like, am I paying for like sheer convenience of being able to go in there and pick it up? And let me tell you, it was really hard to actually find something that I actually wanted. You know, I was going around the store, you know. Anyway, guys, I do apologize for this rant. But please write in the comment section if you think that I am correct in feeling this way. If you feel like, oh no, honey, everyone should have sat back in their same seats. Everyone should have waited outside the bus for these women to slowly make their way onto the bus and spread themselves out. Do you know what I mean? And no one be able to sit with their people because these 5 women decided to spread themselves out. If you believe that I'm in the wrong, then please write in the comment section. Tell me how. Do you know what I mean? Like, no judgments. There'll be no. I'm not gonna message you going, you are wrong. Like, I'm not gonna do none of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, put your comments in the comment section if you have experienced something like this yourself, where people feel entitled, you know, to a specific seat or something like that. Like, put it in the comment section, you know, share it with the group, share it with people, you know, let everyone know what you think, because I just don't think that was very nice. I don't think it was very nice. I don't think it was very good. I don't think it was very considerate of them. I just don't understand people. Like, I literally don't understand people. And these were grown ass women. Like, they weren't like young and maybe never had kids or something like that. These were grown ass women, like older than me. Do you know what I mean? Like, grown ass women. So no, no. I just feel like some people, you know, and I don't know. Maybe it's the older you get, the more entitled you feel. I don't know, because I've never felt that yet. I haven't felt that yet. I mean, I'm still young at heart, honey. That's why I'm still young at heart, you know. So I don't have to worry about any of those things. But literally, it was quite upsetting. It was quite upsetting, and I do feel like part of me feels like I kind of let my new friend down by not saying something. But at the same time, I hope she understands that the reason why I didn't say anything is because I didn't want to escalate it anymore. And I tell you what, her husband is a class act, yeah. Because at the end, I forgot to say this bit. So her husband's a class act. He didn't get involved, yeah, because you know, he's a gent. He's not going to get involved with women's arguments and stuff. So he just stayed a little bit quiet, made sure the kids were all right. Do you know what I mean, sort of thing. But then as they're getting off the bus, this woman's still shouting at the other woman. She's chose to say her piece and get off the bus because she's like, you know what, she ain't got time for this. So anyway, she's getting off the bus. The woman's still hurling abuse at her. She's getting off the bus and getting her kids off the bus. So her husband's the last one to get off. Do you know what I mean? Because they're all getting off the bus. And she's gone, oh, your wife is rude. She was rude to me. And he just looked at her, nice and calm, nice and cool, yeah. And I rate him big time. And he just went, well, you deserved it though, didn't you? You deserved it though, didn't you? I was like, boom, yes, you did deserve it. And I was so glad he said it as well. But he said it with class. He said it with dignity. He didn't go in there and was like, right. He didn't do none of that. He just said it nice and classy, like, you deserved it. And I was like, yes, you bloody did. Anyway, that is it from me. I'm not going to stay on here too long. It was just a quick live to jump on. I've got another video coming out very, very soon. Actually, it's been uploading since yesterday. It takes really long for my things to upload here. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it does. So yeah. So hopefully this one will upload nice and quickly. Well, it's live, so it should. I mean, you can see it right now, although no one's on, but it's fine. We don't mind. But yes, that is it from me for now. There is a video coming out showing what me and my husband have done so far, and there will be a boat video coming out in a couple of days as well. And then also we are going off to Santos, honey. Yes, we are going to the Greek islands. I don't know. We going there. Yeah, we're going there soon, and we'll make sure we vlog about that as well and show you everything. So yes, for now, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. It is 2 minutes past 6 here, and I believe in England it is we're 2 hours behind, so it'll be like 2 minutes past 4. Oh, I got low battery. That is a that's a great way to get me off of this. But anyway, guys, if you like what you've heard, I mean, I don't know if you're gonna like what you've heard, but if you agree with what you heard and you think you're gonna like what you see in the future, then like, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell notification button so you don't miss any of my up and coming videos. And remember, guys, I have a new affiliate link. So if you are new to Shen and you would like to purchase anything from Shen, then put in the top, the search bar, put in DNA D4. DNA D4. DNA D4. Sing it with me. DNA D4. I'm going to stop this now. DNA D4. See you later. DNA D4. Oh, shit. It didn't press. DNA D4. See, it doesn't. See, this. I'm trying to do a thing here, and it's not letting me do it, man. Okay, one more time. DNA D4, honey.